I hear you.
Comrades, the time for skirmishing is past. Now it's time for the heavy artillery.
There we go. All right. Took me a while. I had a problem where OBS Studio was not functioning. So I think okay, we're live streaming, so we should be good. All right.
Time for skirmishing is past. Roll up the heavy guns.
Okay. Well, as far as chits go, yeah, we've got a fair number that haven't come up yet. So
we might get the east side chits like Davu First Corps. We might get them early, but they might come out late. We don't know.
Yeah. So
after Davu does show up, I think David was saying he just really wants to wait for Rick on that side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand that because, each of us is kind of focusing our own thing. It would be as if you weren't here and I had to try to do something with your side of the map. I'm just like, okay, I know what I want to do on my side, but I have no idea what's going on your side necessarily. So
it's a really rich team gaming experience in that because we've divided it up, it gives you time and focus, or like really focus on your sector.
Yeah.
And understand it. Also, Rick has been moving up Davu's forces for the whole game, and now they're just about to get into action.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be fair to.
we could just say that the chit never comes up. Davu just sits
that'd be the best way to do it.
And so orders don't make it to Davu, in the 11 o'clock turn.
But then he could do it first thing next week or something.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I would say that any chits we draw that over at his sector, we should probably delay doing those.
Yes, we would have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if Eric gets his Russian chits, obviously he can move them. But Cav or Poniatowski or any of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Michael still has Poniatowski.
Right, but at this point, Poniatowski's got. I mean, he's bringing up some guns, but that's about it, right? He's kind of stuck where he's at.
Yep, he's waiting for his slot.
Yeah.
Is that because he doesn't have an MU this turn, or because
he doesn't have an MU this turn?
Well, it's because of the logjam in front of him.
Yeah, where's he going to go?
Michael had an interesting suggestion when we were talking earlier today.
Right.
He's like, what if you take a few of your your Russian infantry, and you just kind of glom onto him in here. You know what I mean? You just kind of get up against him. Maybe not right against those guns, for example, but if you just kind of get in contact with him, yeah, you'll lose some infantry, but it'll just take him for freaking ever to work through there.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole point. He's not going to get anywhere through there anytime soon.
Because once you just make contact with him, then everything's just stuck.
Yep.
I mean, until he fights his way through, but that's a slow process because you could weather several hours of fighting.
You guys want to do a little tactical analysis over there? Like, I think Russian infantry going forward against that French force would get evaporated in about one turn. Because the cuirassiers would come up and threaten, and the French would form square.
The Russians would form square.
The Russians would form square. And then they've got enough horse artillery there. They would just roll up a very strong, dense horse artillery battery commanded by anybody with a 1 or 2 bonus. And they would queue up a couple of battalions in a turn. The minute they disorder, the cuirassiers will charge and wipe them out. I like Eric's long-distance fencing match using cavalry zones of control as a better delaying action.
Fair enough.
The thing about the cavalry, the way Eric's playing it, he's not even really trying to fight. He's trying to win or stall by an approach that I call not fighting. It's not hyphenated fighting, not dash fighting. He's winning by not fighting.
Yep.
He's not winning by fighting.
And it only works because they're the Cossacks, and they can dance away from anybody. So it's the sort of thing that I'm just like, and the other thing is that I don't care about them. I don't love them. So therefore they'll stay there. They'll, he can roll up guns. He can do whatever. I don't care. Their job is to slow down the French for as long as possible. And I've got that division off to the east, basically to, he's got to screen it. He can't just ignore it. And I'm there potentially I can come forward, I can attack, I can block, I can do whatever. But if I had nothing over there, then there wouldn't be anything to stop him necessarily from, moving that cavalry around, the edges of the map. So those guys are blocking that line of movement, but they're also there as a potential threat, and look, I've just got a couple of Cossack units there, and look at how many French cavalry units they single-handedly have tied up.
Do you guys remember how the U.S. Army deployed in the Fulda Gap in Germany? It had the 11th Armored Cavalry Squadrons out, like right on the East German border, but they were just screening. And then the heavy guys like, 1st and 2nd Armored and the 8th Mech and everybody, they were 100 miles west of there. And the Armored Cav backed up by like Cobra helicopters and stuff. Their job was to do Cossack work and just like be a cloud in the Fulda Gap so that if the Russian army tried to roll, it would get stalled.
Yep.
And then the heavy forces would form up actually in like a kill sack, which is to some extent what Eric has back in the brush. And it's a kill sack because the artillery's crossfire.
Yep.
The one really cool thing about the La Bataille system at its level of scale is that rather than having like their higher level Napoleonic simulations where each counter is a brigade or a division, and they don't give you the tactical texture that La Bataille does. La Bataille is a level closer, and so you really can see what the patrols do and the pickets do, and you're like, those guys are so weak. Yeah, sort of, but their strength isn't in their unit. The strength, oddly, is in the sticky, gluey zone of control. Yep. So, like, this is a really cool position here. You can put a Cossack in that swamp.
Yep.
With its in skirmish form, and it can't even be charged. The only thing you can do against it is shoot it out of there with artillery.
I thought that was general order. I thought that swamps were general order.
They are. And skirmish order also. So you put a horse skirmish order, yeah, and then it blocks this with the zone of control. And now the cavalry, the French cavalry, the heavies, they're limited down to 1 hex passage. Now you put this Cossack here.
Yep.
He can sort of be charged, but barely. And so, like, even this is the first bottleneck, and this is the second bottleneck.
No, it just says explicitly on page 5, you cannot be in skirmish order in a marsh.
Oh,
on page 5?
Yeah, it's flat out.
Oh, no kidding.
Of the rules.
Oh, really? Well, that's good. I'm glad you found that.
Marsh.
Who knew? I don't have that file today.
Oh, yeah, it's just the rule book for the box, the scenario book.
Okay, so but you see the exception. It says marsh requires formed units, i.e., those not in skirmish order, disorder, or route, to enter general order upon entering. So it's basically saying if I'm in column or line, I move into a marsh, I'm now in general order. But if I'm not, so disorder, rout, and skirmish are considered non-formed. So no, you can be in skirmish order in the marsh.
I'm just going to read it and then tell me why I'm reading this wrong. It says, marsh hexes require formed units, comma.
No,
i.e.
it's and then it says in parentheses, it says i.e., that is, those not in skirmish order, disorder, or rout. End of comma
You
to
can't-
enter general order upon entering. So formed units are any unit that's not in skirmish order, disorder, or rout. So it's
Right.
basically telling you that a formed unit is any unit that's not in skirmish order, disorder, or rout. So that means
Yes.
a line unit, a column unit, a unit in square, they would have to enter general order terrain when they enter the marsh hex. But
Mhm.
skirmishers, disordered units, and routed units can move into a marsh, and they are not considered in general order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mitch, if you look in the tables, there's a fire defense of cavalry skirmisher in woods or marsh.
There we go.
Yeah, and there's probably a stacking thing as well, and so it does say skirmish in marsh, in forest. So yeah, it would be a truly amazing exception if for some reason skirmishers were not allowed in marshes. That would be
The water obstacles happen at Dresden on the rainy day.
yes.
Like the marshes turn to lakes, and the canal that you could cross on the dry day
Right.
becomes totally unfordable.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, have you guys
that-
figured? Are you planning on going out to La Bataille Fest in March?
at Gettysburg?
Yeah.
What are the dates?
Oh, I want to say it's maybe second week of March. I'd sent the dates over to they're on the La Bataille Facebook page, but I thought they were. Like, yeah, it's the 8th of March through the 15th of March.
Oh, cool. I was kind of thinking February. I haven't focused on March, on my schedule for March yet. I will, of course, try. It's really great to hang out together.
Yeah, no, I figured that you guys could start plotting what game to play. So I'm not
Another vassal we could play. Like, obviously, we have a few games going on, but what might be the new Mont Saint-Jean vassal module?
Yes, I would very much like to do that. I think that's more. I don't know that could be a 6-player game, unless the third allied player is very patient and is playing the Prussians whenever they slowly dribble onto the map. Otherwise, it would probably be a decent 4-player game with 2 French and two allied players. So yeah, but that looks like a really nice module. I think I'm not sure who worked on that one. If it was Kevin or David who had done.
There's got to be enough core to do 3v3 in that game.
Well, there's lots of stuff, but the way the rules are for the Allies, the Anglo-Allied army is basically being activated by brigade. And so you've got, I think, a command point for the Prince of Orange, for Uxbridge, for Hill, and for Picton.
Isn't Orange like terrible?
He was a novice. Yes, and he did make some mistakes that cost several hundred men their lives.
But even
So
the
you
count isn't
basically
the
just have
counter.
four command points, and so you can activate 4 brigades, and then you've got and a brigade is like, for most of the Anglo-Allied forces, a brigade is maybe anywhere between 4 and 6 battalions, right?
Mm.
And then you've got the Duke of Wellington, who gets a special activation where he can kind of ride down the line and activate commanders. And when he does that, then he activates their brigade. But he can only cover a short section of the line. So maybe he might be able to activate 3, possibly 4 other brigades each turn. So if you've got 3 guys playing it, you might just have 1 brigade that you move the entire turn. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's not a lot of fun. So when we had played it, when we play tested it back in 2019, and they did have, I think there were just 2. We had 2 on the French side, myself and Warren Kingsley, and then we had 2 guys on the Allied side, and that worked fairly well. And then when I played it there a year or so ago with Rick and Mike Hawkins, they were 2 French players and 1 Allied player, and that worked well because Ed Wimble had told me that the Prussians, when their chit comes up, they should be activated separately from the Anglo-Allies. So unlike, say, this one where you get a Russian chit and everybody goes, with that one, you get an Anglo-Allied chit comes up, and it's a 5th edition is the rules we were playing with. Then the British and their allies get to go, but the Prussians don't get to go. And vice versa. When the Prussians come up, they get to go, but the Anglo-Allied don't. So you can't coordinate the Prussians and the Allies together to attack that section of the French line out there on the east. They have to kind of go in separately. So that worked out well for me single-handedly playing the entire Allied position, because otherwise it would have been hard to try to get. I pull up, any of the Allied shit, and now I've got 10 minutes to move the entire board. So
It would seem like it would just be a more enjoyable game if they got 4 brigade activations per turn or something, or a random number 3 to 5. Like a 1 you get 3.
well, but part of the challenge with the British, or how they're handicapped, is the fact that they don't get to do all those things. That's part of the, if you want to put it that way, part of the historical challenges that they had.
Well, I was going to suggest they all have to be within the command radius of some sort of version of command radius of Wellington, and just to kind of achieve the same.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, if you got 2 or 3 guys playing the Allied side, there's only 1 Wellington, and he can only travel so far, right? So yeah, I a game like that, if we wanted to play that, we could do that, but we'd have to do maybe a 5, at best a 5-player game, 3 on the French side and 2 on the Allied side, and then I guess you could add an Allied player once more the Prussians started to come on, and they've got
to catch them or admin them until they built up.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, they start showing up, but it's like 1 cavalry regiment, and then a turn or 2 later, it's another cavalry regiment and some horse guns. So you're basically just kind of moving them during the reinforcement phase, or the group, the regroup phase, for hours and hours and hours until they finally build up enough of a force that you then can actually start to do something. Plus, then they've got leaders on the map and stuff like that to activate. So
right around 7 p.m.
Not quite that bad. Not quite that bad. So yeah, it was really interesting because when we played it there with Rick and Mike Hawkins the last time, they sent the, I guess it would have been the First Corps. They sent it way out to the east, and they were,
French First Corps.
yeah, and that was d'Orléans, I think, yeah. And so instead of attacking so much, they put that out there basically to shield the against the Prussians, and then they brought up the Young Guard and the Old Guard, everything else, kind of to attack there between La Haye Sainte and
Papelotte.
Pampelot, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And so that was, a different way of approaching things. But they got themselves in a position out there, but they were out there way too early. It's just like, okay, you just basically taken a core offline that could be hitting the Allies. So it's I kind of liked how you had analyzed things when we played that game there at the Buckeye about trying to keep the French First and Second Corps a little bit closer together to kind of hammer away at the Allies.
The historical military principle is concentration of force, and these are games, not real life, but that concentration of force aspect is so valuable.
We are okay. Hey, we're back. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Mont Saint Jean. That's our next game we're going to play.
Okay.
Or maybe we won't waste any time at all. We can start playing that now.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I guess we need to pull the chit and see what we get.
Robert, did you want to do any leader adjustment from that last chit?
Oh, which one was it? Dave, I don't remember which one it was now. Which one?
It was Lecce.
Oh, Lecce. Oh, and we wanted to move him back just one?
You might just get all right. Now let's do it because you'll be getting. All right, well, not worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, let's. Okay, we'll leave it for now.
All right, let's go ahead and grab a chit. So I'm going to pull one out of the cup here, and it is number 12. That's my Cossacks out on the east. And the next chit is French number 9.
To me.
Yep. And then after that, we've got Russian number 4. So we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Right.
Okay, Robert, you want to go down to game room 2, and you and I can do Russian 4?
Russian 4 is
Tolstoy on the far west.
Oh, okay. Sure.
All right. And the first one is 12. Is the Cossacks?
That's my guys over here. I'm just shifting them around a little bit. Okay, I'm done with those guys. Who's your guy? Who's number 9? Is that cavalry or is that
number 9 is the Young Guard.
Oh, okay. That's Mortier over here.
Yep.
YG.
Okay, cool.
Be back in a second, guys.
Now I think I've got one. When I looked at it, I do believe I have one that's out of command over here. This guy he's blocked.
Ah, okay.
let me see who's his commander. But he's the 5th Voltigeur Sar. 115V, 115V. Am I blind? Somewhere here. 1145E. He's a 6. He's under Bethazine. And yeah, I don't think I left him a. Oh, or did I? No. Did not leave him a command path through there.
Nope, he's kind of surrounded by people. Yep.
Unless, or those, okay, so those 2 horse guns are part of Vizier, which is not part of this. Those are, okay, so those are the cavalry's guns. All right, so that, yes, he's
Yeah.
out of command. He's blocked. All right, so the rest should be, let's see, we've got some down here. We've got here. We've got got some guns. Let's see. Where's they're in command. I want to. They're in command. Okay. I was just checking command right now, just see make sure.
Yeah, trying to keep track of everybody. How many brigades do you have? Is that 3 brigades?
Yep. 1st and 2nd Brigade and the Vistula Brigade.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Vistula Brigade. Well, so they've got 3 divisions, and the
2
second
divisions,
division.
3 brigades.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Vistula is a brigade of the 2nd division. Yeah. So there's only 1 division in the first, or only 1 brigade in the 1st division. Okay.
1 brigade in the 1st division and 3
In the 2nd division. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Roger is 2nd division. Roger is the commander of the division. And so he's got Clever Lana Bray. Where's Lana Bray?
He's down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's.
So 2nd division, 2nd brigade. And I think he's stacked with he's only got 2 regiments, and so he's stacked with them. And then Claparel is here, and he's stacked with 1 of his, and then there's another one here. Oh, there's 2 here, right?
2 of them there.
Yep. So that's his 3 regiments. And then Berthazine has only got, that's a pretty small, he's only got 3 regiments. So he's stacked with 1. The other one is over here out of command.
Right.
And I don't know where the other one is.
There's one of them is here.
Oh, okay. Then that's his 1, 2, 3.
3, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So probably, since they're kind of the most forward there, probably. Oh, Tito. So that's, what do we got here? Desert in Square. Delabord. Delabord is he's the division commander also. All right. So actually, if I ended up with Delaborde on that one that's out of command, then the next turn he wouldn't be out of command because he's the division commander, and division commander to the brigade commanders is not blocked by units. It's only the brigade commander to the unit, correct?
So usually, well, I mean, you've got brigades. So if you didn't
Right.
have a brigade, then it would block it, right? But since you have brigades, um, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that familiar with regs, um, but usually it's the command going to the unit that is then
Right,
that's
blocked.
blocked. But
But if he's got the division commander on him, then he's still in command. So
yeah, yeah, or
is
you could
that
put an ADC or anybody else there with him, kind of thing. You've got an ADC of Mouton or Mortier. You've got an ADC for Mortier who's right there. Just use him instead. That's going to achieve the same
that's
thing,
true.
isn't it?
All right. So all right.
Yeah,
All right.
and that would be a question to ask when Brendan has a chance. I'm not going to bother trying to look it up right now.
Right. So these are cavalry there. That's all right. Bump. All right. So the First Division and First Brigade have moved.
Exciting.
Let's just, for right now, we'll move the other guy over there.
Cool.
Control F, I'll flip him over. So all right. So that's my First Division. All right. Now we got, let's see. One. Those are.
So that's the entire brigade, just those two regiments.
So that's the Second Brigade. All right. So that's the Second Brigade, and then the 12 Bordelais is over here. There's one of his. Where's his other?
Yeah, so Bordelay's got two. He's got the FC and the FG. So the Fusilier Chasseurs, I guess, and the.
Where'd they go?
They're a big fat unit, 12 increments. Oh, they're here under Roger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Roger is the second division leader.
Visual ones. Now these are these.
The Vestulians, they are probably a bunch of poles.
All right. So this isn't like the young guard on the later, because they could go into skirmish.
Oh, like the ones at Ligny? No.
Yeah. None of these look like they can do skirmish.
Interesting. Well, you are looking at the regiments, though, right? So what you need to do is you need to look
true.
at the
Yes.
well, the Vistulas guys can't. Let's see if the French ones can. So the
Some of them.
chasseurs, yeah, some of them can. So the chasseurs can, the voltiers can, and the tirailleurs can, but the grenadiers can't.
Yeah, the Fusilier Grenadiers cannot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Berthier's group, all of his guys can go into skirmish. Berthazine's brigade, all of those guys can skirmish.
Right, so I already moved the Berthazine group, but that's okay. All right, so they're all skirmish capable. All right. So that means I've got to do some breakdowns here, I guess. Huh? So, all right. Those, and that's these four right here. Oops, only three. There's the other one. There's the other one. All right, so. So these. So that actually costs one movement point.
Okay.
2, 3. One, two, three, 6. All right, so he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, those guys are in column right at the moment. All right.
All right, you can just, I mean, you can,
2,
as soon as they
6.
move out of the hex they're in, they
Right.
can go into skirmish. And then they can move across, other units and whatever else without any hiccups.
One, 2, 3, 6. One. So where's the other 2 there? So 5 and then into line 6. All right. that's that Lambre. All right. 12 sevens are those two there. All right, so let's do Clapbaird 9, 9, 18. That's and
Do you want to? You've got these two guns attached. Did you want to move them too before you forget
yeah,
about it?
yeah. No, I was going to do the guns last here for the moment. All right, so let's move him. Actually, I'm going to put him with Napoleon there. I don't think is.
No, there's no way you can get hit, so don't worry about it.
And
Unless we have one of those Win Yates rocket batteries. The wind catches it just
let's
right,
see.
flies it somewhere.
Marty is there, so that's. Let's. Oh, we got here, and where do I want to get end of Marty? I mean, it's. I can, yeah, I'll just put him on there. All right.
Okay, cool. That's that one down. Let's
That's
see.
that.
I don't know if they're still doing stuff over on the other side of the map. It looks like Russians are moving over there. Let's go tune in on
All right.
what's
There we
happening
go.
with
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can get here. Maybe that's where he goes. But then he's vulnerable to artillery fire. So I think he's kind of better off like down here where he's gone.
Yeah, I was thinking, what about like, just right here?
That'll block the artillery coming in from
Oh, I'm
distance.
sorry, I flashed the wrong X. This one here.
That one? That will probably block the artillery too.
Okay.
Because there's two batteries coming in there. There's just no good spot for him really. So that this guy, he just mostly needs to be in command or something. More or less like that. We got to make space for the cavalry to go into. Also 1, 2, 3. They just all go here. That's not a very happy hex, but maybe that's where they go. And we'll put Rilsk, whose first battalion probably has better morale, on top. And then this guy's going on top also because he's going to be moving out later in regroup because he belongs to the other division. So that now I have a Cossack unit. He's pretty far away. He should move up. Where can he cause trouble?
Hey, they're Cossacks. They can cause trouble everywhere.
Everywhere. including for their own troops if they're not careful,
Yep.
like by routing through them. I was looking at that hex, but I like an interval for the future for cavalry. Like I have big cavalry units moving in the background and they need gaps. So if I go there, I'd have to form up to go there. I don't want to skirmish across Tolstoy. It's a question. It's a question. They will probably just keep in the background, like here, where they're close. Maybe they get over the slope, and that help. Maybe they can help Panchaliz's guys like close up, but maybe they don't want to close up. Right there. They'll kind of try it back here. Maybe like this. Stay in range of later 2, 4, 6. Okay, yeah, pretty much done with 4 core.
Are you doing any assaults, or you just moved up and?
Yeah, I'm gonna assault the guns up on Gouchy's guns on the bluffs.
Ah, okay.
Although, you know, that particular move might get them fried by Dontuar's battery. It's probably too late. I think they've made their move. So there it is. They probably should have gone here, but that might have blocked artillery coming in from somewhere. I put it have blocked that artillery. Not really. Maybe their assault should go here, if y'all don't mind. But they're going to get fried by artillery either way because Chastel will fry them, so they're good there. They'll take the risk.
Well, but they can't be shot at until next turn, right? Because assaults happen after.
No, this guy still has a chance to fry him.
Ah, he's only got a little bit.
Medium range. That's medium range.
Yeah.
So we'll try it.
It's
We'll
better
take
than short range.
Yeah,
It's
they could also
one gun. There's only one gun there. The other one's just empty.
Empty.
Okay. So he'll take the risk.
Yeah.
I think we're done with 4th Corps.
Cool. All right.
So we can go
Let's
back
go back to the cup and see what we get. So I'll grab one here. It's the.
Oh, we're all here.
Yep, we're all here. I think. So it's the Russian number 3. That's Stroganov, and then Russian number 13. I don't know who that is.
That's Mitch's Dorokov cavalry.
And then it is French number 6. Where's French number 6?
That's mine.
Okay.
That's Robert 13th Division.
And then it's Russian number 5. So, all right. Well, I've got Stroganov is out on my end of the universe.
So you can move him.
Yep.
He's moving ahead of the first Davout Corps.
Yep. So that should be fine. And then you guys can do whatever else you guys need to do.
Robert, you're up here with Delzon.
Okay.
I'm going to do 13 now.
13 is your cav, like the blue and gray husker.
It ain't going to be much. That's right.
2 of those regiments are exhausted. They can just like sit where they are.
What are the rules about artillery in line? Do they fire at their full?
Yeah.
And with even if stacked with infantry?
Mm-hmm. It's the infantry who gets reduced. So like if you put an artillery battery with a line battalion, the British do it all the time. you get all of the increments of artillery. So let's say 2.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like if that stack was infantry only, it would have 4 increments firing. So 2 of them are artillery, and the other 2 are the infantry. So you can get a good chunk of firepower that way.
Okay.
But also it reduces your defensive value for that stack. So
From 16 to 6. So that's a trade-off.
Oh, okay.
Like the British do it all the time. It's a fundamental part of the British army design. It's like a design to do that. French and Russians are less certain. It also was a fundamental part of the Russian army design in the Eylau period, 1806. Like you do a lot of work there with the light batteries on the grenadier battalions.
Okay.
But that was 1806.
Different time, different flavor.
Different flavor, totally different flavor.
Leave those open.
All right, well, I'm done with my big exciting move there with Stroganoff, so
I've got one 4th Corps ADC. I'm trying to find who may make a move here before it's all over. It's just gonna go find some loose battalion if I can find where he went. There it is. He goes here.
all right. So Mitch, are you moving number
I
15?
am.
Oh, okay. Did you? So which one came up first? So number 13 came up first, and then number 5 comes up second. So I don't know.
Oh, I did 13. I'm on 5.
Oh,
now.
okay. Okay, cool. Good to know.
13's done.
Okay.
It was one unit.
Okay. Small but mighty.
Mitch, don't forget to move the leader of that cav group as well. You want to put Dorkhoff in between your blue and gray hussars halfway so that he can control them both next turn.
Thank you. Good point.
Yes, playing Battles of the Age of Reason has, I think, helped me with regs. Because normally with that one, you move your units, and then at the end, you then move your leader to like, okay, I put him here, now he's in command. You're checking all of that at sort of the end of your movement chit pull or activation, if you would look at it that way. So,
Robert, are you moving the French 13th Division?
I don't think I'm going to move anything with the 13th Division.
They're just like sitting there. Okay.
so
You
number
wanna take
6 is
another-
done. Okay. Well, we
Yeah,
can
I
grab
don't-
another one.
Oh, that's it.
All
There's
right,
the big first Corps.
it's the first Corps, so we'll just wait on that. Fortunately, everything happened on my end of the battlefield already, so
so we can continue until
we can continue, yeah, and see what happens elsewhere. So we have the regroup chit is the next one.
I'm okay. So this light cavalry, or light artillery, was attached to the 5th or move 5.
Yes.
So we're going to stop there, right? At the
No.
first?
No,
We don't
because
have-
everything on my side of the battlefield has already happened. So therefore, we don't have to.
Yeah, but then he won't be able to do the regroup or anything else. Right?
He doesn't have anything that needs to regroup anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well, he has some out of command.
he's got some
stuff,
out of
but-
command artillery, I guess.
Yeah.
That belongs to Friant.
Yeah, he's got him, but I don't necessarily. And this guy, I don't know. I would necessarily call it a showstopper.
Yeah. Well, these guys can only move 2 hexes. So, I mean, Michael, if you want to keep an eye on me, I know Friant is over here, here on this end of the battlefield. So that particular gun would just kind of move 2 hexes, 1, 2, that direction to regroup towards Friant. These guys are part of this light cavalry over here. Yeah, so this is the thing, because Rick and I have been looking at each other for the last 6 months. I know what his units are. He knows what my units are. So, Rozinyak.
Can you finish each other's sentences?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much we can. All right, so the leader for these 2 is over here. So they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gets them there. And then this guy's going to go there. And now they are, well, this guy's as close as he could get. And then this guy's still out of command, but this guy will be in command next turn. So, do you have anybody for the poles that you're moving, Michael?
Yeah.
Here, I'll watch you
what's
as you bring your
Compans?
guys up. Compans is here, right smack in the middle.
Okay. These are.
So they're
No, that guy's
those
in
guys
command.
belong
He
to
just
this
came
side. So it's just that guy.
Yeah, just.
No,
And he's kind of stuck there.
Yeah, he's kind of bottled up. That's the only way he can move. And
Okay.
these guys aren't going to move forward more than a couple of hexes anyway. So we'll just remind Rick to, move that guy up. He can only move a couple of hexes anyway because he's in the brush. So, all right, I'll watch you move your poles over there on the road.
So are we moving things? We're moving things then.
Yeah, we're doing the regroup.
regroup.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? 4. Oh, I have a duplicate unit here.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah.
That's what we call
All right,
bonus.
let's get rid of him.
Yeah, so you should have 2 batteries that are part of the 16th Division, 2 batteries that are part of the 18th Division, and then 2 batteries that are part of the Corps.
All right. I had a cunning plan of what the hell to do with these guys, and I don't remember. All right. 1 second.
Well, these guys are in command, right? Because the 16th Division leader's there. 1, 2, 3. The 18th Division leader's there. And these guys are part of the Corps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So technically, I guess these guys would be out of command because these guns are Corps guns. I don't know if they block command. They're not attached to anybody yet. Oh, yeah, you do have extra guns here, don't you? This is a duplicate as well.
Is it the same core?
Yeah, it's the same Corps.
Then the core guns don't block.
Oh,
for
okay.
this
So 1,
Corps.
2,
Oh,
3.
am I?
So they're in command. But you've got 2 batteries that are identical. These
Which
2. The 18th. You've
I
got,
had a duplicate of 4.
yeah, well, you've got a duplicate
right.
of, yeah, and you've got a duplicate of, so no, because you've got this one. So these two are fine, right?
Yeah.
And then this is a duplicate. See how they're both the
Yeah.
same? Yeah. You've
Yeah.
got an extra gun.
How the hell did that happen? All right.
Don't know. I mean, a lot of that stuff with the setup was already kind of piled up there. So
Yeah.
when the guy created the setup, he might have, well, and we were missing some French units out on the west side of the map. So maybe
Which
this
ones
is-
are the duplicate guns?
these ones here, the fifth. Yeah.
Oh,
Those two.
are we talking about the poles?
Yeah, the poles. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're talking about the
Okay,
poles.
I was
yeah.
looking at his other. I'm sorry, I was looking at his
All
other.
right. So 12. That
5 points.
is.
Hey, Brandon, would you give me
Twice
a quick once over and let me know
So-
if you think I'm okay?
Second. So their commander is Kraslinsky, it looks like.
That's
Kraslinsky or Krasinski is right there. All right.
Mitch, take
So-
the skirmisher of due south of Bagavut and the Emperor's Battery.
So this guy's out of command.
Oh, I haven't done a regroup
Well,
yet.
actually,
I was just talking about
they're all in command
just-
because they're they're in
Seventh
road
Division.
column.
It's the
Movements?
March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the March Mu. So
This guy here.
Yeah, that guy should be with his artillery.
all right. So
Well, I want
The
to keep all
7th
these
Division-
guys in. I want to keep all these guys in.
Here, let's
who
go
has
to
the
another
command.
game room. Let's go up to the lobby,
Don't
Michael.
worry
All
about
right.
it. You need to.
all
Doot,
right.
doot.
Okay. So the divisional commander for the first two guns is right there.
Yep.
He, if I would click on the right one, he has already reached his terminus point, which is right there. So
Yep.
he is theoretically under his command, you know,
Yep.
whatever. So he is going to go one. So I have to be with.
Yeah,
the
they can group up and move out from their commander. They don't. This isn't a case where they have to stop at the 3 hexes.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna go there. He has already completed his trail, his trailing unit, this artillery. So he's gonna go 2. Okay, so they're right there.
Cool.
He. So he is 18th Division. I had a very specific place for him, which was, I think, right there, 3, 6. So he, the leader, is going to go right there. He
Slope down, Brown. 2.
is going to go right there.
Cool.
Gorski. Gorski is he's an organic asset. All right. 14th and 2. All right, so that's 2. 14 is way back there. All right. All right. So so that is essentially 1. He's gonna go in a column from road column. And then he is going to go. The leader is going to. He's gonna go right there. Gorski is going to go right over there. Flip him over. So 5. 5 is Krisky. So that's his commander for this division.
Yep.
So he is going to go right there and go out of road column and stay right there.
Cool.
4 is same command and He is going to go right behind him and also go out of road column. And then 5. 1, 2. This is 14. That's under Gorski. And Gorski is right there. So he is going to stay in road column and bring up the trail right there. And that's it.
Okay. That's a decent
All right.
little bit of regrouping. I've got a few people milling around over here that need to get back to their commanders. He's out of command. And he's disordered. He's out of command. And 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay. Who else? I got more people that are out of command out in the center of the universe. 2, 3. Doot, 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 doot. Oh yeah, I've got those dragoons that are coming from the other side of the universe. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, and I got some other guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, those guys have done their regroupy thing. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth. Where's he? Oh, way over there. 1, 2.
This makes it pretty hard. This is a pretty hard wall for me here.
I regrouped them as far back as I could go.
Okay.
I did move the skirmishers out of your way, so.
Okay.
Well, actually, I get, well. Yeah, I mean, I could move this guy. He was over here, so 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can move back 2 more hexes or 3 more hexes this way. Would you rather have him back here? This guy
Yep.
can move back here? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
Thank you, sir.
How's everyone's regroup going?
I'm almost done.
Okay.
Mitch, your blue hussar should be angled diagonally, not south.
Which direction? Towards the east or west?
Southeast. Southeast. You know, the concept you're trying to achieve is diagonal cross coverage across the fronts of the batteries, right? And you've got that cross coverage from the Dragoon, the green Dragoon, way off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
PC, whoever that Dragoon is, it's Corlan. But now this is the western side, and he's got to be cross covered to go in front of the Grand Battery. If you look at Eric's Dragoons over by Kutaisa, right, a bunch of them, and they're angled inward, not forward. That's the concept.
Yes.
So those guys that you're stacking your guns with are my troops that are part of the 12th Division?
Yep. Is that a problem?
I don't know.
I think it's perfectly legal.
Yeah, it's perfectly legal. I just hope we don't have to make any morale checks. Otherwise,
Those are the -9 morale problems.
yeah, because you're from a different corps.
Okay.
So
And
just,
overstacked no leader. So
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it carefully.
You want me to get my guns up front or not? You tell me where to
no,
put the
no,
gun.
no.
gotta make
I
the button.
didn't. I have no idea what you're doing. So
I'm
I
trying to
just
get
thought
those
I
guns
would
up to the
let you
trying
know
to get
that
those guns up to the front. and
given
those are
given the
Hexazon
color of
Knockfire.
the belts, just
It's
be
not
aware.
ideal. It's
Yeah.
not perfect.
No, that's all right. We're
But,
not expecting perfect.
But they're limbered, so I want them to have some infantry protection. So in case they do take a hit, you'll take it, not me.
Now that's fine. I'm happy to take a hit for you. Take one for
Okay,
the team.
that's the plan. I dig it. I prefer not to be stacked with you, but I just, I got to get up there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Nope. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot to move a Westie that had recovered from disorder.
Yeah, go
Way
ahead and
off
move
to
them
the
now.
left.
This is the time to do
You
it.
should move them. Yep.
Just remember, because you haven't pulled your chit yet for Junot, that not to move him. Well, I don't know where he's
Yeah.
at, but don't move him a second time, I guess.
2, 4, 6. That. 7.
Okay.
How goes the rest of regroup?
I think I'm there.
Mitch, you've got 3 skirmish battalions southwest of the redoubt.
Oh, yeah?
They should probably square up to give the blue hussars escort capability across them.
What are you asking me to do?
This skirmisher should square into here.
Form a square?
Yeah, because you want a pathway. Most of all, you want a fire path for the guns behind him to go hit the guard chasseur.
I'm okay with that.
And then these other two can probably square or not. But the next thing is those 3 skirmish battalions are going to need coverage, command coverage from the ADCs. And you've got 3 ADCs you can use. This Monachtin belongs to Dokhturov. He's back here because he was helping rally. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
He should hustle forward and jump on one of those 3 skirmish battalions, so he'll be in command action.
No,
Then
but you
this
can't
guy-
do that right now because the leader chit already came up.
That unit, the Converged Grenadier Battalion from the Guards Brigade, where Monachtin was, has movement potential in the regroup phase.
Yep.
And
Yes.
Monachtin is stacked with him. So he has movement potential this phase also.
Right, but wouldn't he ride along with the unit?
And that unit didn't move anywhere, so he retained the remainder of his movement capability.
Right, but he wouldn't then be able to go off somewhere else. He would move with the unit, but he wouldn't then be able to break off and run somewhere
Yeah,
else.
he can't continue doing it. That would be the leader phase movement. The only time the leaders can move is during a move or if they're stacked with a unit and they stay with it at that point.
Okay.
Let's see. Wardrobe Plays W2 says, played Quatre-Bras scenario out of the 1976 SPI Napoleon's Last Battles 3 times today. Every time I play Napoleonics, I think of your channel. Well, thank you very much, Wardrobe. So, it sounds like you must have had fun to have played it 3 times.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, did you win? How many times did you win? And did the French ever win? I know sometimes some of those Quatre-Bras ones, it's pretty badly stacked against the French.
Hey, folks, let's take a quick look at Rule 8.1.5.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Wording is, leaders may assume the movement potential of the units they're stacked with, as long as they began the segment stacked with that unit. Regardless of the difference between the units and the leader's natural movement potential, a leader may accompany that unit for the duration of its maneuver.
Right.
So, open reading of that language is, if you're like it happens a fair amount that somewhere in the backfield, you've got a unit that was routing from one formation, but some other leader from not that formation came along, helped them to rally. Now they're stacked together, they don't belong together. Now along comes the regroup phase. That unit that's in the backfield that was routing and rallied has movement potential in the route phase, in the regroup phase. So the movement potential is equal to, it's as long as they began the segment stacked with that unit. So in our particular case, Monachtin is stacked with a grenadier. It doesn't belong to that group, but the grenadier can move this phase if he wants to. So he moves 0. Now, Monachtin still has, he had to follow the grenadier throughout its movement, but after the grenadier is finished with the movement, Monachtin can move.
Now, which one are you doing? 8.1 to what?
815.
Yeah, he may accompany that unit for the duration of its maneuver.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there about him going off afterwards. It's that he accompanies it during the duration of its maneuver.
Right. And
It
I think
says it
that
may-
rule, for the most part, has to do with you might have, say, a cavalry commander who's got a movement potential of 10, but for some reason he's stacked with a light cavalry unit or a dragoon unit that's
15.
got a movement of 12 or 14.
Right.
he gets the movement potential of the unit he's stacked with. That's what I've always thought.
That's
with that.
exactly what the example is stating there. So a leader with a movement potential of 9 could accompany a regiment of British Hussars for the entire length of its movement, 14 movement points. If in the last hex it charged a French Hussar regiment 15 movement points that's selected to retreat for a charge, the leader could still accompany the Hussars for the full length of their pursuit, 5 more hexes. So it has nothing to do with the leader continuing on and doing something on his own.
Units can always drop off units that they're moving with and then keep moving.
No, he's not. As soon as he's moving with the other, he's dropped off from that unit. He cannot continue moving. Even that rule wouldn't apply to it.
It says leaders can assume the movement potential of the units they're stacked with as long as they began a segment stacked with the unit.
Right. They assume the movement potential of the unit they are stacked with.
So what's the movement potential of that, let's say, Monachton's Grenadier Battalion? 8, right?
Well, it's however far the Grenadier moves. If the Grenadier moves 8 hexes or 2 hexes, it's whatever it is.
I'm not sure. It has the movement allowance. Movement potential equals movement allowance.
And that's specifically referring to it because there are situations where it has less movement potential than the unit it's stacked with.
So here's the thing. The leader chit, when this chit is drawn, all leaders which have not yet moved this turn and are not currently part of an MU may move. Leaders that move at this time may not move again as part of their move later in the maneuver segment. So, I mean, the regroup chit is units moving, right?
Let's say, for example,
I mean, we might be splitting hairs, but I always thought that I mean, it could be the sort of thing that the guy should have moved during the leader phase, right? And he just got overlooked. You could move him, I guess, but I don't know that he would be moving during the regroup phase unless, as we've said, he's riding along with the guy that's regrouping towards his other leader.
Right. It's a question of an open reading or a constricted reading of the
I
rule.
don't even see the open reading part, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's grab the converged Grenadier as an example.
Where is this unit anyway? So
next to Dr. Roth in the background.
Just ping it real quick and I don't see a ping going on.
Sorry.
Am I in the game? Yes, I'm in the game.
Let me look around.
There. Now I see,
back there.
I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So which stack is the one we're talking about?
It's wandered away. Where did it go? Let's pick a different one.
I can move it back. It's all right.
Yeah. Okay. I think he was here. He was east of. Right. Okay. Let's say that leader were a leader like Kantakuzin. That's this leader over here who's the commander. That's not ideal because he's actually the commander. So that unit being commanded wouldn't be able to regroup. Well, it would, but it let's say Rosen over here. We're stacked over here with this guy.
Okay.
Now, let's say that battalion wants to regroup towards its commander, Kantakuzin, who's over here. So let's say Rosen was with him. So the battalion, let's say, moves along the back of the redoubt, like kind of until he gets to 3x. Okay, so now, so that battalion, let's say he went here, stacked with Rosen, who's got 10 movement.
Right.
Okay, does Rosen at the end of the let's say the battalion stops after 5. Does Rosen have 3 or 4 or 5 more movement points remaining to continue his leader move, having dropped off the battalion?
Not during regroup.
So during regroup, it says units that are out of command and not adjacent to enemy units may move so as to place themselves in command or to close the distance separating themselves from their immediate superior leader. So assets were assigned to a leader, are not in command, regroup towards it. So it looks like it's only units that are moving during the regroup.
Right, but leaders on a unit, if the unit has a movement ability, they also have movement ability, and that's it. I think we should take this offline. It's a trivial thing. It's a question of an open or closed reading of that particular rule.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. I tend to think that a leader can ride along with the guy as he's regrouping, but I don't know that he would get to go and
Continue. No, there's nothing that there's
Yeah.
nothing that says even
Yeah,
indicates.
and
that
like
he'd be
in
able to
fifth
continue.
edition, if you're stacked with a leader, you're in command, even if it's not your,
Right,
even
right,
if it's not your leader, right? And so that's a totally different, that's when you rally the guy and then you hop off of him so that he can start to regroup back towards somebody else.
Right, it's
Is
like
there-
those types of ed situations. This is
Yeah.
totally a minor case. Let's not worry
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
And
But is-
it basically
so
says
for-
in the introduction, it says if a player wishes to perform an action that is not covered in these rules, or if he is unsure as it's to verify in these rules, then the action should be considered illegal.
Oh, that's good too. Cool.
All right.
Out of curiosity, is there any language that says that leaders can move outside of the leader chit or in the normal chit pull?
It's a possible reading of 815, which would give a leader.
No. I'm talking independent.
Haven't looked around.
Yeah, so it
Because
looks like
if-
leaders are moving during the leader phase, and they're moving during when their maneuver unit is picked.
Because 8.1.5.1 is very clear that the leaders move with the unit. They don't then move independent of another because they're assuming the movement of the other unit, of the unit itself.
I'm not
moving
sure.
inorganic.
Where
Right.
is 8.1.5.1?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was it's my old man eyes. 8.1.5. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll kind of look like a 1 from this distance. So
8.1.5.
Yeah.
Not a big
Right.
deal. Not worth spending any time on.
Yeah.
Interesting hair splitting to work on offline. Yep.
All right.
Not-
So
not-
are we
not-
done regrouping? Okay. It is French chit number 8, followed by French chit number 3.
8
I
is
don't know.
right there.
Where's
3 is
8?
me.
Okay, 3.
Eight should be me.
Okay, good.
That
So
should be
that's
nay.
nay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Uh,
3 is, who's 3? Is that the
Right here, it's
heavy
me.
cavalry over there? Or is that, so St. Alphonse?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, David, why don't we drop down into another room and we can then work on nay?
Okay, I'll do that.
Doot, doot, doot. All right. So which division did you want to get started with first?
Oh, I don't know, man. This is going to be fun. We'll probably start with the 25th.
The 25th. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's Marchand's boys over here.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So the artillery there
Okay.
is going to limber up
Okay. Chuck a die
It's automatic. You got it there 1 through 5 for the
Oh, okay. And you got a
horse
leader there,
battery.
so
So
perfect.
it's 1, 2. Then they're going to move forward
And then
7 to
unlimber.
7,
Yep.
and
Okay.
then unlimber.
Cool.
There. Okay. What else do I want with the 25th there? Let's yeah.
What have they got? They've only got a couple of. Oh yeah, gosh, they've only got those 3 battalions. They're not a very big force, but they've got the 3 sets of guns. So
And one of the battalions is
yeah,
basically
almost dead. Yeah,
yeah.
it's out of commission.
So yeah. So all right, now this gun will move forward. And these 2 will form square, I think. Or do I want? Yeah, maybe that's what.
Well, can you be charged there? I mean, what's it cost for cavalry to? Oh, I guess if they came up to the edge of the precipice and they're adjacent, they could attack you, but they couldn't come down into the.
Actually, yeah, can they not?
Because going down the black slope is like +9 for cavalry, right? So if you're in square,
black
there's
slope, yeah, +9. I can, yeah, if I
yeah.
can't.
So if you're in square, they can't come down and assault you because they have to come on right on top of you. So that would make you impervious to the cavalry.
So yeah, I don't need to form a square there, I don't think. Whoops. All right, let's see, what do I want to do? I mean, you did come sneaking down through there.
Yeah, but we came down the other slope. We didn't come down the severe slope. We came down
Right.
through this area over here, yeah.
Let's see.
But you've got your light cavalry here. That's going to stop anything, potentially.
Blocks that. Okay. But what do I? All right. So if I got that's gonna there, and then light cavalry moves back into there. Those go. Six. That's plus. That's where.
Yeah, it's
plus
cost
3.
5 to move through the brush for your artillery.
Right. I'm gonna go there. And all right, so that should be, well, let's see, do I want to move that next gun forward? Nah, we'll keep them. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll move the next one forward.
Yeah.
All right, that handles the 25th.
25th is done. Hooray.
All right, now I think I want to go for the 11th.
Okay,
11th,
that's
11th,
Razut.
11th. Do we want
Razoo.
Do I want to do, let me see, do I want to do that cavalry first? So 3 and 4. Okay, so he can. Yes, let's do that. I'm just going to move this cavalry officer for the moment, just because I want that square and I don't want to confuse him at the moment.
That's
So
fine.
this square is going to move. Or let's do this first here. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can just. All right. So I'm going to come out of square. Let's see. He's 4, 4, 3. Go. 1. So they're moving there. And top movement unit there's moving up, and they're all forming square there.
Okay.
Formation square. All right. All right.
Do you need this
now-
marker anymore, or shall I erase it?
No, we
Okay,
can delete.
I'll delete it.
He's gone. No, he's gone. I got
Okay.
him.
Okay, cool.
All right. So the 93rd, where's the other part of there's the 93rd? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. All right. So he's got to go. No. All right. Oh, he can move there. All right. So he just goes 1, 2, 3. All right. So the remaining guy from this regiment here goes up here, and he goes into there, into line.
Oh, stacked with a gun? Oh, no, no, no.
Nope.
On the
Nope.
other side of it. Oh, okay, cool. I see
On
where
the
you're at.
other side. Yep. And that way, those guns over there can't shoot my cavalry.
Mm.
Because there's no bounce through for that. All right. So this one here, he's coming through. He's going down, down. He's picking up 1, 2, 3, picking up this other battalions from his regiment there. 3, 4, 5, and then back. All right, and then they're coming up to here, and they are going into square.
Exciting.
Or do I want to go into square, or do I want to just stay in line? Or actually, I might not need everybody. They're probably better off at square there.
Well, given the proximity of the other cavalry. Can you ride over your own squares in a reaction charge?
You can ride over a square in a charge, yes.
I know
And
in
it
a
can be your
charge. Okay. And so in a reaction charge, you can. Okay, cool.
Let's see. I'm going to have. Ooh. Actually, I don't need that extra one there. Never mind. Bring the one that I brought back from over here. I'm putting him back over there. These guys are just going in there, and they're going in. Square there. And actually, I do want to put this guy over here into square.
Okay.
Because theoretically, he could come down into that and
Yeah.
try and charge it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
that's
Okay.
fine. No worries.
All right. So we got some more of the 11th here. So the 11th, where do I want these people to go? All right, well, we got the line there. That's fine. I'm going to stick Berman on top of his cavalry unit. That's because that's probably where he's going anyways.
Okay.
All right. Here. It's 93rd, 93rd. Is there another 93rd around somewhere? Or is he the guy that, yeah, he's the guy that's a mess. One increment left back there.
Oh, yeah. That poor guy got shot to pieces.
Yeah, so he's just in the background. All right. Well, let's see. Do I want that one up there, or do I want the other stack, the bigger stack up there? Am I in danger of? All right, so that's going to get shot by some artillery there, and it's going to bounce through. So no, I don't want them there. All right, so let's see. This is going to come here. Okay, so he's 1, 3, 2. All right. Boy. So they moved 1 to their 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I could do that. No, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into square, 6, 7. Let's do that. Okay, so they moved 1, 2, 3, 4 into square,
Okay.
5, 6.
Now that could trigger, I guess, a reaction charge.
That could trigger a reaction
Oh,
charge. That's why I
opportunity
went into
charge. Yeah.
square or yeah, opportunity charge. Because I did move into his opportunity charge zone there.
So this guy started over here. Is that right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Into square,
and then 6, 7. Cool. I don't think Mitch will want to charge the guys in square. I'll make that decision on his behalf.
All right, so let's
just
see.
blast
Now
you with the artillery instead.
There's actually not a lot of artillery that can hit. There's a little bit,
Maybe.
but there's actually some slopes there that help.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got with the 11th? Actually, I don't, and that guy, the one, I'm going to keep him back up further here. I think so. I think he's good. All right. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So now, all right. So where do I want my cavalry to be here? The 14th Cavalry. Is this the only ones left of it up here?
I think
guess
it's just those two, right?
I think, yep, I think it's those two. I think the other one got.
That was the, it's got,
Oh, by the way, this guy moved during the regroup. The Mamelukes.
oh, okay.
Just so they'll end up in command with
Oh, okay.
next turn. So, actually, they would have been where they
Well,
were.
I
but
mean,
that's
were they out of command anyway?
actually they would have been in command where they
Yeah,
were.
yeah. So, I mean, they were in command at the start of the turn, so.
That's true. They
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where do I want these guys to go? 93rd. So this guy is going to go over there. This guy is going to go over to here.
Okay.
And he
Exciting.
is going to see. Do I want both these in squares? I might want both of them. Actually, no, I want him to move back there. All right, and this one's going to be in square. All right. I think that's going to be all for the or other than the 11th artillery.
Yeah, I think they
Oh.
were out of command, right? Because Rezout was here, right? And this is a part of the 10th. So 1, 2, 3. So these guns were out of command at the beginning of the. And I don't know that you could have moved them anyway because this is at its full capacity. You can't march them through the gun.
Yeah, but this guy actually, yeah, this guy actually, the infantry unit could have actually, no, he's in command because he's got a ADC on him. All right, so he's, all right, I was thinking this guy's out of command, but he's not. He's in command.
The guy who's with the 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he
And
was
the
out of
gun.
command last time, but yeah.
Right, and I moved the ADC over there. So.
Right.
All right. Let's see. So where? All right. The guns. All right. So the 10th guns are in command, but the 11th were not in command, so they're kind of stuck there.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know where the 10th is. Well, you got some units of the 10th here. I don't know where the leader of the 10th is. Oh, Lidro, yeah.
All right. All right. So this. The gun here without ammo is
right. It
right,
looks like it's a regular foot gun, right?
I got to kind of do this in the right order. Let me. All right, so
French foot 1 through 4. They limber on a 1 through 4. You got a leader there who will add, who will subtract 1. So basically, a 1 through 5, they'll limber up.
All right. I might want to move something first here. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, let's see. Let's move the 10th first.
Okay.
Or no, let's move the other cavalry. The 9th Brigade cavalry. All right, so we've got these 3 units, I think, are the, no, not the first one. There should be a 3rd cavalry unit there. Where's the...
Unless he got shot to pieces.
There's their commander.
So it's a little 4-factor one. Let's see if he's dead.
He might be. So that's part of the, no.
So yeah, you should have the 11th Hussars. They're the ones that you can't see. The 11th Hussars are over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's
they're in skirmish mode over there.
Right. Okay. So that's why this guy is here. All right. So he's got everybody in command there. All
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
That is interesting. Oh, goodness. do that?
Well, until you tell me what it is you're doing, I wouldn't be able to say.
I think I can do that. Goodness. Are we the only one in this
Yeah,
room?
it's just the two of us.
Oh, I wasn't inappropriate, was I, when I jumped in at the end of that last one talking about just letting Mitch go? You know, we've been playing half a year, and I think Mitch should be. You know, he's kind of used
Yeah. No, I don't think
Brennan
that
at
was a.
the.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was a
Okay.
problem at all. And you know, it's the same sort of thing that at some point, little baby birds got to fly out of the nest.
Yep. That
You know,
and
and
I had to, and, you know, at the beginning, Robert was asking me a lot, you know, because was completely unfamiliar with the rules, and he
yeah,
was
yeah,
asking me how, and he still asks, but now he'll ask me a question instead of depending on me to tell him what to
yeah,
do and stuff
yeah.
like that, and I
Well,
let him fly.
and that's what I'd mentioned to the guys afterwards. I'm just like, you know, Robert was getting coaching from you because he's new to it as well. Um, and yeah, no, it's cool, no problem. All right, what great
All
stuff
right,
have you got planned?
all right. So this guy's going up here, going here, and on here, boom, 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 and reaction charge for heavies is only
It's a range of
3 hex,
3, to my
right?
knowledge. Yeah.
And he can't go through. I can't charge through. Or maybe he can in this game on the
You could charge through skirmishers. You could charge through
no.
square.
Now in Linee they can't charge through the cultivated. Can they in this one? But it doesn't matter.
Oh, in this one, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think they can go through the cultivated, but
Because in Linee you can't charge through cultivated, but he's not.
yeah.
If
But I
I
think the
declare it,
cultivated is different here, right?
right,
Cultivated hex doesn't block line of sight. There's no rules about it all. I think it affects movement slightly. Cultivated. It costs a little extra for cavalry and artillery to move through cultivated. Costs 2 movement points instead of 1 for infantry. But it doesn't block line of sight, and there's no rules about not charging through it. That's about it.
all right. So there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do there with these guys. Yeah, this will be fun. Actually, let me see this. Do I want to do it in that order? Do I want to do it in the other order? 16. Let's see. Actually, let's see. Now the other guys are these, right? All right. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, going down.
Oh, they would
slope
have.
is
Okay,
plus
so
2, and going up the slope is plus 1.
all right, so okay,
So
actually,
that's
let's do it.
3
So
for them to
that's
change.
right, 3, and so 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna, instead of this little guy here, he's not going to go in. Where is he gonna stay? He's gonna stay back here,
Okay.
and this one will go here, and this one will end up there, like that. Okay.
Cool.
I just remembered something. Nope, this is not a good idea.
Well, just hit a lot of backspace buttons. I don't think anybody else has moved.
I just remembered that there's a special rule. If a battery is a single battery is alone in a hex, it can turn to face the.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's not.
it's the same in 5th edition, where you pivot the guns. So.
Right.
Oh, you were thinking you were going to catch him in the flank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's see. The Hussars were back here, and these 2 hexes. I don't know where you want to put. I mean, maybe you want to.
Well, they're going to go in this area here somewhere. Let me figure out where exactly I want them to go here. Let's see. All right. So. All right. I think these can do. Yeah. Skirmish there. They will be there. And they will be there. And see, I need the commander. He's going to need to be within 6 of Nay.
Yeah, if you put him right there, you should be fine. Provided Nay's not going to move.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good in the spot there. All right, so that. All right, now we can move the 10th.
Okay, cool.
Right. So now let's see if I want to go through. Right, so what do we got there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 72nd, 46th.
Yep. So the 24th Leger, 46th, and the 72nd, and the always popular Portuguese.
Right. So let's see who's going where here. So you can pass through disordered units.
Correct, without any penalty, and vice versa. So
2, 3, 4. And let's, since these are in, let's do those into square. No, actually that's. Which one are those? Those are the 46.
someone is chastising me for dissing the Portuguese legion. Sorry, Grim Harbinger. I just feel so sorry for those guys. They marched like from one end of Europe to the other, only to probably have a very unhappy time, particularly on the way back.
All right.
I mean, they got 900 guys at this battle. Who knows how many they started with when they started marching?
All right. So this, I want one of those. Come up, pick up this guy.
Okay, so there's 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. Here, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into square.
Okay.
All right. And so I just put it there, and this stack here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into 7 into square. And this group into here, 7 into square. So the disordered one can go back 4.
Yep, whatever half his movement is. Yep.
Yeah.
You just don't want to leave him stacked with anybody else, otherwise they all become disordered, I guess.
Right. So, um, so we can move him to, all right, so 1, 2, 3 into line. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 into line there. All right, now let's see, where do I need Ledreau? He needs. Oh, let's see, I've still got. All right. Guess Ledreau needs to be up here. Actually.
Oh, and don't forget this
Wait a
artillery.
minute. Yeah, I'm okay. So we'll do it. Where? Okay, he started back up. All right.
Oh, okay.
I want okay. So I want him here. I want the disordered. Now he can go further back. All right. And the other one over here, where do I want him? Okay. The one that's under here with that's in command because of the officer.
Yep.
He's going to 2, 3. Oh,
He's got a movement of 7. So like 1, 2, 3. He's kind of move. Oh, actually, Nate doesn't have anyone stacked there. You could just move through Nate, right?
yep.
Yep. You could get him here or there.
Actually, this guy I want it. I'm going to change his facing just a hair there. That way. Okay, good. All right, that covers that. All right. So I'm gonna. Those are going there. So let's put him over to there. And line, or do I want line or do I want square? What do we got shooting down? Right.
Well,
And
he's just got a defense of 6 if he's in square. It's only if you've got more than 9, 9 or more increments that the fire defense of a square is 4.
right.
Yeah. So he's fine if he's all by himself in square. He's not going to be any different than if he's in column.
Right. So he can do square just to make that. All right. Now I've got this one gun here. What's he gonna do? This 10th gun.
I mean, it'd have to kind of, if it's going to go anywhere, it's got to go up this way, right? Because you'd exceed stacking if you go there, right?
Right.
And I don't know that you
So,
can stack with
but
cavalry at all.
I'm actually more looking at getting him out of the way, so I moved the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do we got in? All right, so we've got a 2 going back there. We've got 2 going back there. So if he's 2 there, All right. So this gun here,
Yep.
going up, and it's unlimbering one in each hex there.
One in each hex. I don't know what you mean.
Well,
What?
one increment in this hex, the one in here, because actually this is going to come back. He's
Oh,
going
you're
to prolong
prolonging
back.
back.
He's going to prolong back 2 into that one, and this one's going to prolong back, or well, one of
Yeah,
them's going
go
to
ahead
limber.
and go ahead and prolong them back, I guess.
So this one here is going to, there's one in here that's going to limber, the one that's got 1 increment left and no ammo.
Okay.
So
So
he's a,
it's looks like it's a foot. So you basically anything but a 6 and he'll be able to do it, right? Because you've got a leader there with an artillery
yeah.
bonus.
Let's see. Yeah.
So
anything but,
so
okay.
move those guys out of the way first, because I don't know that you want to. I don't know how
Well,
this
if
is
I
going to
move,
work, right?
there's only 1 increment there right now. So the other with 1 increment can pass through there.
Okay. Okay.
So if he limbers, if he doesn't limber, then he's
Yeah. So go ahead, roll 1 die.
all right. So that's
A 5.
and
So he's fine.
right. So he and this limbered up.
Right. So now he can move another 3.
2. And so he's going 1, 2, 3 back to there. And he's got, take his hit marker with him.
Okay.
And then the other one's just prolonging back. Let me, that may not be the final place for Ladru there, but,
Well, he's fine where he is right now. He's got everybody in command. So.
well, yeah, I just moved him there, but I may adjust him at the end here because,
Okay.
but, all right. So this is going there. This is going there. And all right. So then the same thing we had going here.
The guy that's
right.
I don't know.
The
It looks
without
like it's
ammo.
just that's just a regular one.
Yeah. So
and he's fine too. Yep.
all right. So that's the bottom one there. And so he will 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And all right, so the remaining guy here, he's a 1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
He's only got 1, so he's actually just going to into there, and this guy here, and move in and unlimber.
Exciting.
All right. So now I'll be able to roll for ammo for those guys. Hopefully.
Yes.
Get lucky with that. All right. So that's the
At least until we capture the new Smolensk Road.
right. Let's see.
So Grim Harbinger says
Well,
about
actually-
1,000, about 100 of the 9,000 Portuguese made it back. Oh no, about 1,000 of the 9,000 Portuguese made it back to Portugal. That's a little bit rough. I think he means 100 of the 900. The unit doesn't have 9,000. So.
Just 1 battery there. Yeah, let's see. this guy is. He's got 6. All right, so this guy's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops,
Oh, that was a good
deleted him.
trick.
That's the hidden.
Yes, definitely bonus.
And let's see. Let's give him the guy that was on there. And one, two. All right. I think that's good for the 10th and the artillery. And I think all I got left now is the cavalry here.
Which ones? Who's left?
This one right there.
Oh, that guy. Okay. I thought you already moved
That
him.
guy
But...
right
Oh,
there.
you just
Yep.
moved the leader.
He's exhausted, so they only got 5 movement points.
Well, they have less than that if you want them to recover, right?
That's true, but I don't have a lot of options for where they can go here.
Yeah.
Don't want them there. Well, I could do that, yes. Yeah, let's do that. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. All right. I'll command. Marchand's within 6. Zoot's within 6. So Nay's kind of happy where he is there. Yeah. I think you've got everybody in command. It looks like Ledru's in command. Ney, Razou, Marchand, Berman. Yeah. Because you've only got those three divisions of infantry and the 2 divisions or the 2 brigades of cavalry. So, yep, everybody looks like they're happy.
All right.
Okay, let's go join the rest of the group.
Ledru. All right, so these guys are still out of command. Can I move him any further down? Probably 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, he's all right. Yep. Okay, that looks good.
Okay, cool. Let's go back up to the lobby, I guess.
Yeah.
That could go well either way.
All right, gentlemen, we have returned. Marshal Ney has made all of his exciting moves. So,
The next shit is reinforcements. We noticed that it's the top of the hour and that there's a number of French artillery batteries that have previously been knocked out. And so the French on the reinforcement shit can rebuild 1 out of every 3 batteries, 1 out of every 3 foot and 1 out of every 3 horse. And,
Well, you
and bring
can.
them on this
We
turn.
were
this
leaving
phase.
that monumental decision to the Emperor.
Yes.
Let's see where. Okay, so that's on the time chart. So it just matters whether they're horse or foot.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter their poundage.
Nope.
All right. So.
And then when you recover 1, the other 2 are permanently wiped out. So they should be out of the battery box and either on the display or down at the bottom of the chart. And then you probably should make a copy of the counter or put a couple of factor hit marker because those increments were previously lost and the increments go into the victory point count, even though the battery is being recovered.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. So I should make a copy and put it on the morale thing so that we know that it's a casualty.
And then put a good note on it too.
Yep. Yeah, you go like lost and then restored from battery box.
All right. So since I've got 3 foot, all right. So what? All right. So I'll bring back the 12-pounder, right?
Obviously,
yes. And so now
and he comes on any depot road.
Any depot road, and
well, the only depot road that you've got 2 choices. Yeah.
I got 3, right?
I know you've got the new Smolensk Road, the old Smolensk Road. Those are the only 2 depots. I mean, they're the ones that have the little symbol that has the little depot symbol.
Those are the ones that have the.
It's the highways.
Yeah.
Main roads.
All right, so this will do me probably closer if I come in on the new Smolensk Road. And they can come in and road column. Or oops, it's not the Smolensk Road. Up a little. All right. And what's their movement on there?
It's
half.
it's half. As long as they're on the road. If they're on the trail, it's just
It's
1.
3/4. Oh, it's trail. Okay, I'm sorry. It's half.
Yeah.
You're right. Apologize.
All right, so 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and now what do I do with the other 2?
They're going to go to their respective
order
places
battle
on
chart.
the order battle chart.
Or you can pile them up in a lost pile somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's going to
Permanently
work
lost
too.
pile.
Yeah.
Like personally, I would put them probably on the morale sheet at the very bottom of it.
Right.
I put them on with the cavalry.
With the cavalry number.
Yeah. All right,
Just because sooner or later we're gonna have to count all the losses, and if they're in one place, then it's easier to.
all right, and all right, so now we've got. All right. All right, so and actually I would have, all right, so 2 of the others have to go away. So it's any 2?
Any 2.
So I can do the 2 ones.
Okay, you get rid of the plinkies.
Yeah. And then I still got 2 there. All right. And I actually would have done him first, so he's
Sure.
further down the road. But all right, so let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's just going to be another 5
7,
further forward, right?
8, 9, 10. Yeah, Robert, I did your 13th division there, so he's got a gun coming back there.
Nice, thank you. That's one way to get your artillery with ammunition again, right?
Yep. All right. On that, okay, so that's for that. And I guess what's next?
Well, we're coming up on top of the hour there. So I don't know if we want to pull some more. We probably don't have that many left. It's French number 7, followed by French number 5. No, number 4.
Who is
All right, 7 is Junot.
Junot. Okay, so that's a Junot and a Robert.
Yep, and then and then number 5 is the last one. French number 5 is the last one. So it's 7, 4, and 5 in that order.
Those are
So
those are both a Robert. Yeah, two
Yeah,
Robert
so
and one. Yeah,
five I can't move because everything is pinned.
Okay, well that's easy. So then,
But I was gonna ask Dave, should I move the leader like we were discussing?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, are you able to move that guy? Is he part of 5?
No.
Oh.
No, Grushi? No, he will move in the...
Oh, what? I thought there was an assault going on over there. What happened to that?
Got
I
wiped
got charged.
by the cuirassiers.
Was it cavalry?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I brought in a squadron of cuirassiers and rolled a 65.
nice.
classic, beautiful classic cavalry charge.
It was fun.
All that battalion had to do was stay up above on the bluff instead of down in the valley. But no, I decided to. It's late. It's near midnight.
Okay, I need to roll for...
And then for, say...
All right, I'm rolling to limber him. Oh, come on.
Nope. Not today.
Like, all right, well, that was... Oh, wait. No,
You have
his
a good,
leader...
good leader. Like Laura Stone's +2, automatic. Makes it a lot of them are automatic.
Yeah.
No, but he's not a special
mod,
leader. He
though?
just adds. So that's just regular horse. What is that? Regular horse guns.
Yeah, those are...
So 1
those
through
are
a
horse
5,
guns.
and then your leader. Does he have an artillery bonus? Yeah. So then it's a -1.
Yeah.
So are those horse guns or are they?
Those are horse guns.
Yeah. So then they would limber, as long as
Yeah.
they've got a leader there. They're going to limber.
Yeah, see, they're horse guns.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay. So... all right, they are going to go... Oops. I'm gonna go right through there. And 5, yeah. Because as long as this guy is 6 increments or less, that's enough.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. I'm gonna roll to limber these guys too. 1 to 4. All right, so I'm rolling for these guys. 4, they limber.
Robert, can those two go those 2 squares?
Instead, further up, yeah, they could go like this.
Yeah, because you're covering the front of the guns.
Okay, so
Oh, okay. All right. I thought they could just pop around the guns. Okay, because like that's the way I've seen people putting them. Okay.
9.
And then you wanted one to the east and one northeast, and the other one. The facing, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that should be.
Let's see. Cav cannot pass through skirmishers and skirmish formation, correct?
Yeah.
Cavalry
Did-
can. Cavalry can pass through skirmishers, and skirmishers can pass through cavalry.
Okay.
Yep.
Then in that case, so what is the still 18 increments per hex though, right?
Correct. Well, or the cavalry. Yes, 18 in column or line.
Okay. Thank you. Just double check something. Yeah, all right, that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. So these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they are going to go into skirmish. Like, yay. Okay. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're going to flip and go into skirmish order. All right, we're good there. We're good there. Let's see. Down there. Down there. Forest.
Which was your Robert? Which was your 13th division?
Forest.
Which? What do you mean? Which was the 13th?
Which Mu was it?
Oh, I think it was because I didn't move any of it. That was 6.
Yeah, I would have moved this back into, like over near here or something like that. Just fewer ricochet targets, and it's a nice light unit. So
Well, I'm too late now.
And brush.
No big deal if you want to do it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here.
yeah,
Okay.
Was he in line? Did he need to move to column and then back to line?
Oh,
And did he go through the
yeah.
brush, like that kind of
He
thing?
wouldn't be able to go that far. He could
Right.
He
go-
might like you could get
Keep
him.
him. He can be in column at the end, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be
1, 2, 3, 4,
2,
5,
3,
6.
4, 5.
He could be in that square, but in column.
Yeah, okay.
So with these Westies, this French column, or the French column, I'm sorry, the French counter unit creates a refused flank, yes?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, wait, Mitch, you get an opportunity shot right there because I changed formation. Went from column to line. Column to line. I don't know how the hell I was in column, but
Yeah. Well, it's from the disordered. It's half of whatever his. So it's like.
that's what it
It's
was.
going to
Thank
be
you.
like a 1 to 3 shot. A 53 is not good enough.
Okay. All right. He is going
Well, it'd be
to
4 to 6, wouldn't it?
No, because you're halved, because you're disordered, and then it's opportunity fired. You're halved again. So it's basically 2 to 6.
Okay.
So it's a 1 to 3 shot.
And then this battery right here is going to unlimber.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
Cool.
So next week we'll start with 1, and then we'll go into the fire phase.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right. I will
All right, gentlemen.
end the
Y'all
live
have a-
stream. If you guys have
Yes,
if the Russians have a second to chat, I will catch up with what you're doing.
Okay.